Speaking of fantasy, we have some trades to announce in our fantasy league. So right now, updating our fantasy league. Um, David, me, Shane, and Mason are all four of us at 2-0 2 weeks in. But I did want to talk about some of the trades that were made. I made two trades on Wednesday. The first trade that I made is I sent our guy Jackson, Russell Gage, and Ryan Tannehill for Jared Goff and AJ Green. Your guys' analysis on that trade?
Wow. Interesting. You wait. Oh, so you had.
Yeah.
So you had Goff. Oh, no.
No, I
He
had
Goff.
He had Goff, and I traded him Tannehill,
Oh.
and I got back AJ Green. Now, keep in mind with Jackson's team, his quarterback last week was Kirk Cousins, who had minus 1.2. And so I have Kyler, so that was kind of my thought. You're really interested by this trade, Shane. What are your thoughts?
Well, he kind of screwed you, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
You gave up
AJ Green for Russell Gage. That's a.
Well, I got AJ Green in the deal. So, I mean, if you're looking at this from my perspective, I have Kyler. I don't need Tannehill. And I would rather have depth at a position that I can use. That would be AJ Green. If you look at his target share has been incredibly high. I think it's about 30%. And we saw.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I had the trade backwards. No,
Yeah.
Jackson got screwed.
Yeah, in a way. Well, I don't know.
I don't think he got screwed. I don't think he got
this
screwed.
way. Look at it this way. Like, it's basically one guy gets a better quarterback,
Gets a top
which
10 quarterback.
which he needs,
Mhm.
and in return, Robert gets a better
Very
wide
productive
receiver. So, I mean, we'll see in the end whether it was. I mean,
I just hope losing AJ Green doesn't affect
Yeah.
Jackson. You
I
know?
mean, personally, I would have just gone the route of streaming a quarterback off the waiver wire instead of giving up a wide receiver like AJ Green. But, yeah,
I mean, I think getting a top 10 quarterback for AJ Green is pretty good value, especially I think he's pretty comfortable with his receivers. He has Robert Woods. He has a couple other stud receivers. He's pretty comfortable at that spot. So I think losing AJ Green isn't too bad
context
of a
is
price to
everything.
pay.
and then there's the deal that we made, Robert. I sent to Robert. I sent Le'Veon Bell and Amari Cooper because for some reason Robert wanted to take Le'Veon off my hands. And then in return, I received James Conner and Jarvis Landry. Now for some context here, I really needed a second running back because I got real screwed so far this season. Marlon Mack, who was going to be my replacement, got hurt in game 2, and I'm pretty certain my current running back 2 is not gonna do very.
You have Rojo. So
Yeah, I feel like Fournette's about to steal his job. And I'm like kind of swimming in wide receiver talent right now. So, yeah. I was a little. It hurt me a little bit to part ways with Mari Cooper after he had such a great week last week, but I don't know, man. In a way, it's kind of he's a little bit of a trust exercise because he didn't have a great week 1, and I have no idea how well that offense is going to play throughout the season. But I think it was a fair deal.
It's a fair deal for sure. I think you both gained something and you both lost something.
Yeah.
Robert, I think James Conner, at least for right now while he's healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fingers crossed.
The same thing.
I think that's probably a substantial loss for you considering McCaffrey is your RB1 and he's out for a few weeks. However, Amari Cooper is going to be much more productive than Jarvis Landry because Baker. But now, if James Conner is healthy, he's looking great.
Yeah.
And he's obviously going to get more points than Le'Veon. So that's good for you, Brennan.
Yeah. Also,
But you lose a lot of receiver production. But who do you have at receiver?
I have. Let me just tell you all the receivers I have. Possibility I have.
Okay.
So I just picked up Corey Davis,
Okay.
and I have CeeDee Lamb,
All right.
who has apparently bumped up to like the second option for the Cowboys, and then also I have Deshaun Jackson, Jarvis Landry now, Preston Williams, who last night who played pretty well, Brandon Cooks, DJ Chark,
And Golden Tate.
And Golden Tate, who whatever.
Yeah, you're good.
And so honestly, once DJ Chark is healthy again, yeah, I'm not gonna have any troubles there. I was joking with Robert, like when everybody's wide receivers start getting hurt, everybody's gonna be coming to me to get a wide receiver replacement.
Well, in Jarvis Landry, I mean, he will be the more productive receiver in Cleveland. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brandon will win that trade in the end, but I think Robert will win that first one.
Yeah.
So
It was kind of obvious in the trade that Robert wasn't like he was coming to me he wanted Amari Cooper.
To be completely honest, Connor and Landry were on the trade block. I was trying to move them aggressively because I love my running backs right now. I got really lucky off the waiver wire, picking up James Robinson, picking up David Montgomery. I'm really comfortable with them, and I picked up Joshua Kelly, who I'm thinking I'm probably going to flex this week. I feel really comfortable about the running back position. I felt like I needed an upgrade at receiver, and that's why the AJ Green trade makes sense. That's why Amari Cooper made sense.
yeah.
I'm worried about Connor's injury a little bit, although I think that it's probably over now to some extent, where I think Brandon's going to get good production out of him. As for Jarvis, Browns right now are more run-based offense, but as you said, Shane, Jarvis is definitely going to be more productive throughout the rest of the year. So definitely, I think it's a pretty even trade on both sides.